Hey, what's up guys? John here. Something very big is unfolding in America's housing market. Home inventory is skyrocketing in many different areas, and I'm going to show you some maps and show you some information that's going to blow your mind. But more importantly, in 52 days, the entire real estate transaction in every state in America is going to be going through a very, very big change. For example, this National Association of Realtors lawsuit that's settled and approved. It's approved.
Major changes coming soon to the real estate market.
$418 million settlement by the National Association of Realtors is expected to usher in sweeping reforms to the real estate market.
There's a 60-day window, and this came out last week. And they're talking about what this is going to look like. It's a $418 million deal after a $1.8 billion, in that range settlement. Now, this is impacting also Redfin Properties and the agency. They have to make a deal, according to this, inside of this window. And if they don't, they're going to be facing some very harsh consequences. Now, just for context of how big this deal is, look at this. So they want these brokerages to pay their sales volume from 2020 to 2023. Take that volume, the average total volume, and multiply it by 0.0025, and then pay that in a fee. So they mentioned the agency here, so I'll use that as an example. Agency's volume in 12.4 billion was 2022. In 2021, it was 11.3 billion. In 2023, they didn't report that yet. So maybe it's in the same range. We'll just call it flat 35 billion. If that is the case, that would mean multiplying it by 0.0025, like they said, they want a fee of $87.5 million to be paid out. $87.5 million. And so what this is going to look like, just to show you how severe and how real this is going forward, if you're a home owner and you want to list your property for sale, no longer will you be paying a buyer's agent. You will simply pay the 2.5% to the listing agent, and then the buyer's agent will have to do one of two things. The first is they will have to ask the buyer to pay them their fee, their 2%, 2.5%, 3%, whatever that fee may be. The problem is the average first-time home buyer is putting down 6%. So that's essentially half of their life savings, because down payment is mostly everybody's life savings. And then on top of that, if that doesn't work out, they have to go to the homeowner and say, look, I already brought forward my ready, willing, and able home buyer. They're already excited. They're already emotionally involved in this transaction. Can you pay me 2.5%? What do you think that homeowner is going to say? No. They're going to say no. I'll give you 1%. I'll give you 1.25%, 1.5%. That's what I'll give you, right? It's a race to the bottom inside of the real estate market, but it's a lot bigger than just real estate agents, because you have to ask yourself, who else will be impacted? It's going to be title companies, escrow companies, home stagers, contractors, people inside of the trades, home flippers. All these other supporting roles inside of the real estate industry are going to be impacted. In this video, I'm going to break it down. I'm going to show you exactly what's going on and why I think we're going to see a really big shift in the way in which real estate deals are done and property values all throughout America. Please hit the like button, hit the like button. YouTube will share the content, educate more people about what's going on in America's economy and housing market. And if you'd like to fix your credit, we would love to help you at my company, GreatCreditFast.com. That's GreatCreditFast.com. If you have late payments, medical bills, charge-offs, foreclosures, bankruptcies, repossessions, or any negative item in your credit report, go to GreatCreditFast.com. Click the link in the description just below this video. Schedule a free call for tomorrow. Take a look at this. So it's pretty shocking how fast this is going. So real estate brokers, home inspectors, loan officers, foreclosure specialists, escrow, all of these different industries, mortgage lenders and loan officers are going to be going through a really big shift together, because they're already talking about their fees as well now. I think we're going to see some really big changes coming and a lot of opportunity for disruption going forward. And I think we're going to see a race to the bottom for fees. No doubt about it. They even say here, will AI in real estate replace the traditional agent? Now, I'm not saying they're going to, but I am saying that AI and tech as a whole, people are more comfortable making transactions, big decisions, big buying decisions today online with Carvana and these bigger deals, than they were 10 years ago. And so I think we're moving gradually as society as a whole into a place where people are going to start to feel much more comfortable signing important documents. I've already seen it with DocuSign, signing important documents, making big decisions online. And I think we could see a really big opportunity here for companies to walk in and disrupt this $100+ billion space. They, like all the media outlets as well, they're always bashing real estate agents. There are way too many real estate agents, a glut of mediocre realtors screwing home buyers. It's a pretty harsh thing to say. I would agree that maybe 10, 15% of real estate agents actually create value. 85%, 90% are a waste. They offer very, very little value and nothing further than what you could find yourself on Zillow. I would argue that, but I would say that there are some really, really good agents, just like there are some really good, loan officers. They're great. There's greats in all fields, and there's a lot of mediocrity in a lot of fields as well. So far in 2023, 60,000 agents already left the business. Imagine what this is going to look like in 2024, 2025. Now, look at home inventory, what this is going to do. Cape Coral, Florida. And so Newsweek put this article out yesterday, or just last month, saying Florida is leading the rise in active property listings across the country. And they mentioned Cape Coral. It's climbing. Now, this came out yesterday, today, 199,000 views. And look at this. Look at this map of home inventory. It is absolutely exploding. It is exploding. Cape Coral, Florida has literally thousands of houses for sale after the Airbnb bubble is bursting. Can get a 4-bedroom house now for $400K, literally right next door to the ocean. $400,000 right next door to the ocean. The national average in America is about $419,000, right? And this number, this $400K, I believe is going to go down more because insurance in this area is likely going to get more and more and more expensive. And so it's going to be a race to the bottom. Airbnb, look at this. This is 7,300 homes for sale in Cape Coral, Florida. There are 17,200 short-term rentals in the same region. 17,000 short-term rentals. And you look motivated by state. New York, 412. California, 1,193. Texas, 2,039. Florida, like 8 times the size of New York, right? Like it's pretty shocking, 418,000 views. How fast this is going, but my question then becomes this. If we have all of these experts inside of the real estate transaction all getting impacted by this lawsuit, could we see, and many of them own a lot of homes, could we see another million homes, 500,000 homes hit the market over the next year or two because of the disruption coming to the real estate transaction? I would argue we're going to see a lot of these people and these specialists start to rent out their homes if they can't sell them. And that could be an increase in home inventory for rent in a pretty substantial way. I mean, look at this, for example. Homes listings skyrocket in Southern Nevada this year. Then you have the same thing, Austin. Housing prices are falling, but experts say they're going back to normal. These are the city's most affordable neighborhoods. Now, this couple, for example, they were really excited because they negotiated this real estate transaction that they purchased in 2012 or 2022 from $590 to $565. They said, the market's softening a little bit. We think we can negotiate this down. And now they said inside of their zip code, prices, median list prices have dropped 20.4% from the maximum price in the second quarter 2022 to February 2024. So home listing prices have dropped 20% over that timeline. Imagine what this is going to mean when you start to see rental prices in Austin, in some of these great markets for $1,500, $1,800, and the same price to purchase a property with property tax, insurance, interest, it's $4,000, $4,500. What do you think is going to happen? There's going to be a massive demand for rentals and a smaller demand for home inventory. And if we start to see a lot of listings popping up and they can't sell, they're going to start to try to reduce their prices to fill these properties. And so what I think we're going to see is rental prices falling in a pretty big way, especially considering the fact that we're already at a 50-year high in apartment construction. 50-year high in apartment construction. I mean, interest rates right now on a 30-year fixed with the average credit score in America, 8%. I know you might hear, oh no, John, they're 7.4%. If you're an 800 credit score borrower, so in 780 and above, perfect W-2s, no debt, if you're like the perfect borrower, sure. Maybe it is 7.4%. But Americans, for the most part, don't check those boxes. Americans, for the most part, are the 680 to 720 credit score range. And that's 7.8 to 8%. That's where most buyers are fitting right now. And so when you start to look at this, And homeowners don't have access to liquidity. I mean, J. Morgan Chase, Wells Fargo, they suspended and they stopped issuing and accepting home equity or home equity line of credit applications. What's going to happen? It's just going to put people in a harder and harder and harder spot. At the same time, foreclosures are starting to rise. I think we're walking into a really unique thing right now because you're seeing all these variables moving. You're seeing the real estate agent and the real estate transaction going through a substantial shift, the biggest we have ever seen. You're seeing a surge in inventory in a lot of the hottest markets that have formed the last couple of years, these big bubble markets. And now we're starting to see this affordability crisis with skyrocketing interest rates and record apartments being built. You're seeing millions of properties coming on the market, either presently for rent, that's being built for rent, these built for rent communities. You're seeing a lot of homeowners renting out their properties. It's going to be a really big change. It's going to be a really big change. What do you think about this? How do you see all this impacting the U.S. housing market? Let's have a conversation about this below. And if you'd like to fix your credit, maybe position yourself for funding. Maybe you're thinking about investing in distressed real estate. Most Americans build their wealth through their home or through a real estate investment. So if you're thinking about investing in real estate, make sure you have exceptional credit to get the best interest rate available. If you have late payments, medical bills, charge-offs, foreclosures, bankruptcies, repossessions, or any negative item on your credit report, go to GreatCreditFast.com, click the link in the description just below this video, schedule a free call for tomorrow. I'll catch you next video.